Hi guys, and welcome back to A Fountain of Books. My name's Destiny. I do book things here, and today we're going to discuss my November wrap-up. Okay guys, so for November I read, let's look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books, which is a lot for me. I have not been reading much at all, but in truth, most of these are House of Night novels that I read with Becky from Book Bag Reviews. I will leave her channel link below. She's wonderful. We've been reading through the entire Mark series together because the spinoff came out and you have to finish this series before you can read that one. So Becky wanted to read Mark because she got them all in a book box, and I just wanted to reread them, so we're reading them together. This month we were able to finish Marked, Betrayed, Chosen, and lastly, Hunted. And we'll be starting Tempted today, actually, as I'm filming this. So, Marked, I ended up giving 4 stars. No, I gave Marked 5 stars. It was a whirlwind to be back with Zoey in the Nerd Herd. I love them. I love all of the characters in this story. Zoey in this one is not the Zoey I remember, but I remember Zoey from later books, not the early ones. And so taking her back to her beginning was real humbling for me. It was real weird to see her back to being the childlike character she was. And so it took me a minute to get into it, but once I did, I tapped the crap out of this and loved every minute of it. I immediately wanted to pick up the next one. I wanted to know more about her and about her friend group and what was happening to Zoey. So the very next one we did pick up the next, we finished Marked on Sunday and picked up Betrayed on Monday. Betrayed was so good. We watched Zoey grow up so much. She lost a friend. She had some weird stuff going on with her, and it was a really good second book for me. It didn't have male book syndrome, which I was really worried about, but it propelled our plot. It let us watch Zoey grow up to be who we knew she could be and who she should be, and find her faith in the goddess and all of that. So this one I ended up giving 5 stars as well. And then we get to Chosen. Chosen is the problem baby out of this bunch for me, because Zoey regressed a bunch in this one, while we watch another character just grow up so fast. And we find out, the other character, we find out a lot about her situation, her home situation, and why she is really the way she is. And you start to love her. And in the first 2, you hated her. You didn't really like her. You really didn't want to know much about her. But in this one, you grow to love her. And Zoey makes a lot of mistakes, which, in hindsight, as a 25-year-old reading this instead of a 16-year-old, I would have made the same mistakes. I would have done the exact same things that Zoey did. So for this book, I didn't fault it on the mistakes she made. I fault the fact that she regressed so much, and that she fell back on habits that I thought she had eradicated in the first 2, which old habits die hard. But still, it just felt unnatural to how far she did fall. So for this one, I did give it 4 stars, which is not bad. I still love it. I still immediately wanted to jump into the next book. This one for me had this huge cliffhanger that we were just like, okay, it's time to read the next one. Let's go. So this was a 4-star read for me. And then we get to Hunted, which I just finished. Guys, I loved it. It was by far my favorite book so far, but that's honestly because of the character we get back. So in the last book, we lose a character again, but we get them back, and he's my favorite. And so watching that relationship start was just so much fun for me. I do think that nothing really happened in this book, but this book was a lot like the second one for me. It was a lot of setup to who the big bad's gonna be, what they have to do to get rid of the big bad. Okay, the big bad has been shoved out of the way a little bit, but they're not gone. And it was a lot of like setting up for the plot to progress. And the plot didn't really move in this one until like the last 100 pages. And even then, it didn't move much. It was like, okay, well, we regressed a little bit. Okay, we're gonna progress and we're done. Okay, time for the next book. So yeah, this one I am giving 5 stars as well though, because the writing is beautiful. The plot makes sense. There's been a lot of books I've read that didn't make sense when you get to like the 4th or 5th book. You're gonna feel like they're repeating themselves at this point because they're trying to make, you know, more books. This series I don't feel like does that, and I cannot wait to get into Tempted today. And then the next book I ended up picking up, or this is the first book I picked up in November, and that is The Devil's Dismas by Lee Cockrum. This is another one, guys, you can tell I've tapped the crap out of. It was, this is a whirlwind. It was sent to me by the publisher for review, and just, can we take a second and appreciate the cover? Like, look at that cover, dude. I opened the package this was in, and this is the book I saw, and I was like, what the crap just came in my mail? Like, huh? Like, just those creepy blue eyes. It was just like, okay, I need to know more. And when I got this, it came with 2 other ones, and I remember signing up for the last one, but not this one. Guys, it is so good. It is a more of a erotic murder mystery, sort of. I wouldn't call it a mystery, I would call it a thriller. There is no mystery. You know who did it. You know who done it. And it's just you watching them trying to catch who done it. For me, this was like a more graphic Criminal Minds. It was, you spend half, so this book is written in 2 perspectives. It's written in multiple, but you spend most of your time in 2. The detective, the lead detective, and the killer. The killer does not care that he's doing this. He wants to do this. He likes doing this. And it's not so much of, what did I just do? What just happened? No, he's like enjoying himself. And it's really, really creepy to read, and really, really creepy to be in his mind state that he's enjoying all of this. He wants to kill these women. And then you're in the detective side of it, where she just wants him caught. She just wants him to stop killing women. She is gay, and so you get to see a relationship with a woman blossom, and her become like a good partner and everything else, and like the dynamics between the 2 is so interesting to me. It was so good. The last like 200 pages I sat in the bathtub for 4 hours and read. I didn't move. The water got cold. Did not care. I had to finish this book. So yeah, this was definitely another 5-star read for me. And then I picked up a little graphic novel from the library, The Grim Noir. Guys, the title is what drew me. I won't lie. It was clearly the title. It was one of those where the art style is just so cute, and hold on, I'm trying to find a page in here I can show you that won't spoil anything. It's just so cute and like different to me. And some of the pages, like if they do flashbacks, let me see if I can find one real quick. When they do flashbacks and stuff, it's in a different color. Yeah, see, when they do flashbacks, it's like a sepia color. And then you have one character who is only depicted in like this eerie green when the rest of it's in black and white. And like, just the art style made me pick this up, and I read it in a day. Of course, it's a graphic novel, but guys, it's so good and cute and wonderful. I couldn't put it down. If I remember right, I gave this a 3 because of the ending. Yeah, I gave it a 3 because of the ending. I felt like the ending, we got a resolution, don't get me wrong. We did get a definite resolution between what was happening, but I just feel like personally that there wasn't really an end. I hope the authors write more, like do another one of these, because it would be wonderful to see where our characters head next, because it was such a good one, and they left the ending open a little bit for this, so I gave it 3 stars just because of the ending. And if they write another one, I may even change my rating, but we would have to wait and see. I realized I did not give you a synopsis. This one's all about a town where the girls get powers. They're witches. All the girls become witches, and since the girls are witches, there is a magic force field around the town that they cannot leave. And Bucky, our main character, his little sister goes missing. His little sister does have powers, as does his mother, as does everyone else, every other girl that lives in this town. And Bucky sets out to find his sister and find his little sister and find out who has her, have they hurt her, what's going on with the little sister, which I believe her name is, let me look, hold on, because she's not a big, yeah, it doesn't even tell you her name on the back of it. He sets out to look for his little sister, but the story's really more about friendship and his friendship with a witch, and like him wanting powers and her having them, and like the struggle he went through with her through this. And then the last book I read in November was A House of Salt and Sorrow. A House of Salt and Sorrow. Guys, if you've not read this yet, I highly, highly, highly recommend. If I could give it higher than 5 stars, I would. It deserves it. If you have not picked this up because of the hype is true. I don't say that very often, but the hype is true. It's so good. Now, I do want to mention that nothing really happens in this one. You don't get much until the end. It keeps you guessing. It keeps you wondering what the hell was really going on until the end. But when you get there, it's so good. It makes up for her to leave you guessing till the end. If this author ever writes anything else, it's going to be an auto buy. And I don't have many of those. I really don't. She's one. I love her writing style. I love how lyric this was. I will have a full review coming out soon. But guys, if I could give it 10 stars, I would, because it deserves it. Yeah, so that's all of the books I read in November. A lot of them happen to be the House of Night series, but all in all, I'm happy I got even these read, because I haven't really been reading much. I'm hoping starting this YouTube channel and talking to the camera about books will excite me and make me read more. As of right now, it really is, plus the buddy read with Becky. But these are the books I was able to finish this month. What was your favorite read of the month? Mine has to be, that's a hard one. I think mine would have to be A House of Salt and Sorrow, because I didn't think it was going to be good until I finished it. But yeah, so let me know what was your favorite read down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Hi guys, so editing Destiny here. I realized I missed a book. So The House of Night, we read the first 5 books. I told you the first 3 and then the 5th book, not the 4th one. It was laying on my bedside table where I left it when I finished it, and I went in there to pick up and clean up, and I found it and I was like, oh crud, I forgot this one. So Untamed was a 4-star read. I'm not really going to go into much detail on it. It's another one where it has Zoey the Nerd Herd. I don't think they could write a book about those characters and me not love it at this point. So yeah, that's where we are with that one. I just wanted to add this quick clip at the end and let you know that, hey, I missed one. Bye guys.